This wasn't planned. I just read the story last Sunday, and after recovering from the metaphorical bricks it hit me with, it got bumped up to an immediate priority. This is the story of writer Paul Dini, most famous for his work on the Batman animated series, and one of the most tragic nights in his life. A night where he was brutally mugged by two thugs, which caused him to temporarily lose faith in the hero he wrote for. Dark Knight can be described as an abridged autobiography. I call it abridged because it jumps from Paul Dini's childhood to his job to the titular Dark Knight in question to the aftermath. The story is framed as Paul narrating the entire thing to an unseen audience, looking back at one of the most difficult periods in his life. The bricks start flying at the reader pretty early on, as anyone who felt invisible in their childhood will feel a harsh blast from the past when Paul narrates that part of his tale. The women in his life also play a key role in this story, or, more importantly, the lack of someone who he can turn to. On the night of the tragedy, he was on a date with an actress who he was interested in, but her only interest in him was trying to meet Steven Spielberg. He does note now that, well, as his co-workers and his therapist noted back then, he isn't exactly free of blame here, as he should have been upfront with them, as well as the fact that he wanted a relationship and should have stopped trying once he realized that they weren't. But hey, he isn't the only one now who tried to pursue such a thing, is he? After the Dark Knight, Paul Dini goes through a lot. Going to the hospital and undergoing surgery, well, his imagination ends up anthropomorphizing his various thoughts in the form of Batman and his rogues gallery. We have Riddler as procrastination, Clayface as paranoia, Poison Ivy as his terrible romantic luck, Scarecrow as, well, fear, Two-Face as the scars he bears, Penguin as his alcoholism, Mr. Freeze as his emotional detachment, and the Joker as his low self-worth, wanting to withdraw away from everything. Batgirl is oddly portrayed, as she basically tells him to feel better. Batman is the most interesting, as he starts out as logic, telling him he could have done, well, jujitsu and all that during the mugging. Then he tells him to basically grow a pair and go back to work. But finally, he encourages him to listen to other people, as he is the only one who can help himself. And, of course, there's Harley Quinn, who, as Paul Dini's own creation, personifies his creativity. By the time the brick wall has collapsed completely, you realize the multiple things this story manages to convey. It's the story of a man who faced a tragedy and learns to overcome it one day at a time. It's the story of taking pride in what you do. It's the story of taking inspiration from the stories we read. It's the story of getting back up after getting beaten down. And it's a story that reminds us to focus on what makes us happy.